RFA, HRA, ESOP, LTA, leave trial allowance, equity stock options, reduction from salary, furniture, medical facility, ஃபர்னிச்சருக்கு எப்படி வந்து யூஸ் அண்ட் சேல், யூஸ் ஆஃப் அ டைனிங் டேபிள், யூஸ் ஆஃப் அ மோட்டர் சைக்கிள், யூஸ் ஆஃப் அ கார், அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து கார் ப்ரொவிஷன். We have discussed multiple provisions in the last sessions, and we have discussed plenty of questions and the solutions in the previous videos. And one such question which is not yet discussed, we are going to discuss this session. And if you want more clarity, please look through my other videos in the channel. Okay, question number 39. Mr. X is offered an employment by PQR Limited at a basic salary of 40,000 rupees per month. Other allowances according to the rules of the company are Darners allowance 20% of basic pay, not considered retirement benefits. Okay. Bonus 4,08,000 rupees, transport allowance 12,000 rupees to meet the cost of the transportation between residence to office and back. The company gives Mrs. X an option either to take a rent-free unfurnished accommodation at Bangalore, for which the company would directly bear the rent of rupees 25,000 rupees per month, or to accept the house rent allowance of rupees 25,000 rupees per month and find out own accommodation. Okay, if Mrs. X opts for house rent allowance, she will have to pay 25,000 rupees per month for an unfurnished house. Which one of the two options should be opted by Mrs. X in order to minimize her tax bill? She has opted for optional tax regime. Okay, let's calculate. So in order to do a HRA or RFA calculation, we must know and what is the salary. Okay. So salary formula for different for RFA, salary formula for salary formula is different for HRA as well. Let's start with basic. What is basic? Basic is 40,000 rupees per month multiplied by 12 months, which is 4,80,000 in terms of both RFA and HRFA. There is no difference. DA not forming. How much is the DA? DA is okay. Dearness allowance is, did they give 96,000 in any case? No. 20% of basic pay. What is 20% of basic pay? 20% of 4,80,000. 48 multiplied by 2, it is 96,000 rupees. Very good. Bonus 4,08,000 straight up. Transport allowance 12,000 straight up to meet the cost of the transportation between residence and back. Okay. It is fully taxable. To meet the cost of transportation between residence to office and back. You might ask a question, sir, if it is not at all, if she is not even working in the company, she doesn't have to travel, right? So just for the work she is doing, the expense, can't it be reduced from the tax? Can it be exempted from the tax? That is why they are giving standard deduction 50,000, 75,000, OTR, DTR respectively. Okay. That is the question. That is the answer. The company gives Mrs. X an option either to take a rent-free, or the company would pay directly 25,000, or house rent allowance 25,000. Enna pandran paapom. RFA HRA, then this is what we're going to calculate. Okay, this is note 1. Okay, now gross salary, adukapra paapom, section 60 idalam paapom. First now, how to calculate RFA? RFA note 1 enna RFA பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் basic salary is equal to basic plus Darners allowance plus commission. What is basic? 4,80,000. Darners allowance 96,000. Sorry, basic Darners allowance la basic rent free accommodation la basic varum, basic, bonus and transportation allowance. Why did they leave Darners allowance on calculation of RFA? Something I'll have to discuss. 4,80,000. 4,80,000 is the basic pay. 4,08,000 is the bonus. 12,000 rupees is a transportation allowance. Put together 9 lakhs is a salary. But why did they leave Darners allowance and calculation of because it is not forming? They have clearly mentioned. Oh my God! Look at the question, Jaykumar. Because it is not forming, it is clearly mentioned. Okay, just because it is not forming, we are not calculating on calculation of salary 9 lakhs. Okay, need to check whether it is house owned by the employer or taken on lease or rent by the employer. Okay, now it is okay. Where did they give the information? It is on the question. Just look the question. Okay, now rent-free accommodation, 25,000 rupees per month rental they have taken it. So 25 into 12, 1,80,000 is the lease amount. Oh, 25,000 into 12, 3 lakhs is the lease amount. Or 10% of the salary. What is 10% of the salary? 9 lakhs to 10%, how much? 90,000. So 90,000, 3 lakhs, whichever is less. What is less? 90,000 is less. So this is what taxable value of RFA. So 90,000 rupees, we'll put it here. So now we are going to calculate HRA. Okay. What is HRA? House rent allowance. If the employee is not interested in rent-free accommodation, he can opt for HRA, but the employee has to pay 25,000 rupees for unfurnished home. Unfurnished home, lights and fans will be there, but no furnitures, no heater, no refrigerator, bed, cot, AC, nothing will be there. But we'll receive HRA, house rent allowances, 25,000 rupees, but she has to pay 25,000 because there was mentioned in the question, Mrs. So I'm using the word she. 25,000 rupees per month. She's supposed to pay for the house owner because she's taking the rent on her own. She has to go into the street, search for a home. She got the home now. Employer is giving her 25,000 rupees and she's paying directly to the owner. So what remains is a balance in her hand? Nothing. Zero. 25,000 rupees coming and straight away going to the owner. So 0 rupees in hand. Okay, now salary. Method differs for HRA. Why? Because now when you are calculating salary, you should take what? Basic, DA and sales commission. This time you are not calculating bonus. Why? Basic methods differs for HRA. Sales commission. Okay. Basic, DA forming and sales commission. But last time when we calculate HRA, we have calculated bonus as well. House rent allowance, this is something I definitely want this piece of knowledge because after studying so much hard, if you don't know how to calculate salary, what should be part of salary, what is not part of salary, then you're messing up a whole thing, man. 4,80,000 plus 0 plus 0. This is the formula. Basic plus DA forming plus sales commission. This is something. Oh my God. Okay. I'll put one more video. Definitely I will have to do this because calculation of salary is very important to calculate what is the taxable value of RFA and HRA. So now for the moment, just think that 4,80,000 is the basic and DA forming is 0, sales commission is 0. So the salary is 4,80,000, 40% of the salary is okay. In HRA, 40% of salary is rupees. 40% of 4,80,000 is 92,000. HRA actually received is 3 lakhs and actual rent that she paid, is 3 lakh rupees minus what is this 48,000? 10% of the salary. Okay, rent paid minus 10% of the salary. 10% 48,000 rupees, which is 2,52,000. Out of which what is less? 92,000 is less. Sorry, 1,92,000. Correct? Okay, this green, the circle has hidden that number 1. Otherwise, you would have easily seen that. You can still see 1,92,000 rupees. Okay. So 1,92,000 rupees is less, and that is what taxable value of HRA. That you no. 3 lakhs minus and she is receiving 3 lakhs. 1,92,000 is the taxable value of HRA, and the balance, why do we have to subtract it, man? You can straight away put 1,92,000 there, right? Why do they have to subtract it from 3 lakhs? This is something I should get clarity on. 3 lakhs, okay, this is something that we have received as HRA. 1,92,000 is lesser of all these 3 things. Again, they are doing subtraction, 1,08,000 rupees. So this 1,08,000 rupees going back as taxable value of HRA here, and by putting it there, they have again calculating it for as a gross salary. After deduction, this comes around 10,36,10,54. Okay, now the question is, this this whole calculation gives the value 1,92,000, whichever is less, we have to deduct it from actual HRA received minus the derived amount. 1,08,000 is what actually taxable. I think I have to do a deep dive into HRA calculation again. Okay, that's it then. So now 10,36,000. If you go for a RFA, but 10,54,000 is taxable if you go for a HRA. Okay, so what is the difference? 18,000 rupees. So since she is following OTR, about 10 lakhs is 30% plus 4% tax. So 5,616 rupees she has to pay extra tax. So which means she should go for RF. If you choose RFA, tax of 5,616 is saved. Or other words, RFA should be opted to minimize the tax. Okay, now case B. Suppose she is receiving 25k, but she is paying only 20k. Then the calculation would be wrong. Ebrina, she is saving 5,000 rupees on in the calculation of 25,000 into 12, 20,000 into 12, 2,40,000. 2,40,000 minus 48,000 amount simple. அப்படி பண்ணுறப்ப என்ன ஆகும் அப்படின்னு சொன்னால், ஸோ 60,000 கம்மியாகும். ஓகே, 60,000 will be in her hand because she is receiving 25k, she is paying rent as 20k. So 60,000 rupees. If HRA has chosen, she will be paying only 5,614 as extra tax, but she will be having a surplus cash of 54,384. This is something good. All right, that's it. We'll see in the next video.